nowhere to hide. We're going to have a dance break. Nowhere to run. Get in here, people, my peace. Woo! Breaking news, breaking news. Nowhere to hide. I gotta do a dance break. Y'all better get in here for this news right here. Y'all better get in here for this news right here. This is breaking news. This just happened about 5 hours ago. New York has issued a nuclear PSA. And I'm going to share that PSA with you right now. Let me get to it. Yes, a PSA. Let's get into it. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn you guys. Let me take you off the tripod. Hello, Joshua. I'm going to take you guys off the tripod real quick so you can get a good look at what New York has done. Now this, I'm coming to you because we know about okay, hold on, sister. I'm gonna get to you. Okay, we all know that there's predictive programming. Okay, so let me turn around and turn you all around so that you can see. Let me restart this. You can see what New York has issued just 5 to 6 hours ago. Hey, lady. Hello. Okay, so let me get into this. I don't want to hold you guys up. Camera. We're going to the back camera. Here we go. All right. So this, and I hope it's not blurry, but pay attention. Let me get out the frame.
So there's been a nuclear attack. Don't ask me how or why. Just know that the big one has hit, okay? So what do? There are 3 important steps that I want you to remember. Step 1, get inside fast. You, your friends, your family, get inside. And no, staying in the car is not an option. You need to get into a building and move away from the windows. Step 2, stay inside. Shut all doors and windows. Have a basement? Head there. If you don't have one, get as far into the middle of the building as possible. If you were outside after the blast, get clean immediately. Remove and bag all outer clothing to keep radioactive dust or ash away from your body. Step 3, stay tuned. Follow media for more information. Don't forget to sign up for Notify NYC for official alerts and updates. And don't go outside until officials say it's safe. All right? You've got this.
Come on now, people. And you see, this is the website. You can go check it out for yourselves. It was just issued 5 hours ago. Let me get back to you guys. Let me flip this camera back around. Yeah, I see you. Let me flip it back around and put you guys on the tripod really quick. So you've seen it with your own eyes. New York has issued, hold on, let me get y'all guys situated. This ain't going to be a long live, okay? Just to let you guys know, this is not going to be long at all. Okay, so we're buffering and we're back. New York has issued a PSA on a nuclear attack. Now, if you have been following anyone's platform lately, you've heard about EMP attacks. Well, this to me is signaling out the EMP attacks. If you didn't know, that there has been solar flares. I believe it started the beginning of, uh, well, maybe the end of spring going into the summer. We've been having massive solar flares. And I know that people that I watch on YouTube that are very informative, and some people that you may watch on YouTube that are very informative, have told you to prepare for days of darkness. You know, have your emergency kits, not just your food preparations, but for the days of darkness because of an EMP attack. If you don't know what an EMP attack, well, that is when all of your electrical devices will no longer work. Planes will fall out of the sky, like in biblical predictions, okay? This is major news, my people, my peeps. I tell you, you got to keep your eyes on the prize. Okay, they will tell you what they are going to do before they do it. Now, do I feel that it is going to be a nuclear attack? No, I do not feel that it's going to be a nuclear attack. I feel that it's going to be an EMP attack, therefore rendering you helpless. Okay, you can't call 911. You'll be in the dark. None of your electrical devices will work. Now, if you paid any attention to some of my live streams that I've done in the past, I've talked to you about how before Texas went cold about a year ago, about a year and a half ago, that winter we went cold, all ice, all snow across the whole plain of Texas. Well, before that happened in California, they had rolling blackouts. In New Mexico City, they had rolling blackouts. And also in New York City, they had rolling blackouts that was caused purposely. Now, my latest live that I had did was about 2 to 3 months ago when I came on and I told you guys that Fort Hood, Texas, the largest military installation in the world, shut all power off for 12 hours. Holla back if you was on that live. If you didn't see that live, I suggest that you go back down my timeline and check it out. I came to you all about 2 to 3 months ago and told you Fort Hood, Texas, the largest military installation. This is the installation where they deploy the majority of the troops when it comes to war, okay? When it comes to aiding any countries in anything, they come from Fort Hood first. They shut the power down for 12 hours. Hello, how are you guys doing? Thank you for joining the live. I appreciate it. I just had to give you guys this breaking news because I feel that it is not a nuclear attack. You know, they tell the enemy has to forewarn you, and you as chosen ones, you as TIs know that they tell you in their movies and in their literature that they disperse. Okay, pay attention. Don't be the one who is slipping. Okay, don't be slipping. Do not go out and buy you a new pair of Jordans if that's still hot. Don't go out there and buy you, the latest gear. This is time for preparation. You are in the season of the ant and the grasshopper. Do not go out and play around. Don't waste your time and your energy and your resources, however much resources you do have. This is not the time to play around with wasting those resources, okay, guys? They would not issue a PSA telling you how to protect yourself in New York City. Now, if you watch any type of end of the world movies, where does the tragedy always strikes first? New York City. The movie 2012, New York City. Matter of fact, in the movie 2012, it told you that Texas would freeze over. And did that prophecy come to pass? Yes, it did. It told you in that movie 2012 that the flood waters would rush into New York City. Planes would fall out of the sky. If you haven't seen that movie 2012, I cannot recall the exact date when it came out. Google it. Go on YouTube, put in a movie 2012. If you have to rent it, rent it. Or if you just have to go through and look at free clips of it, do that. These are prophecies that the enemy tells you, okay? And they have come to pass because they have a greater agenda at hand. And if you get caught slipping, you are going to be in last place. I'm not saying we all are going to have everything we need to get through every step of the way of their plan because we don't know their full agenda. We just know part of the agenda, okay? And I don't want you to get sidetracked by the gang stalkers. Let them be the fools to go in people's houses, tinker and tamper with people's stuff, do street failure. Let them do them. Let them be the ones that truly are unprepared for what is to come. And you, my chosen people, my target individuals, you stay ready. You stay alert because there is something coming. Okay? Joe Biden gave you a warning to watch the waters. Okay? That could be a twofold message, my people, my peeps. I came to you when I found out about what was in the literal water, your tap water, those snakes. Go back and look that up. I'm not going to get into it because we know how we're being censored on these platforms. Okay, in the literal water, there's things in your literal water, city waters. We know that from Michigan, but we just thought that was Michigan water, right? No. So before Joe Biden came into office, I want to say, or while he was in office, he said, watch the waters. Now, I refer you back to when I just said the movie 2012, when the water came rushing all into New York City. They must cause great tragedies. They must cause these things to happen, my people, my peeps. They have to shut it down. Now, I know some of my persons that watch my channel are not followers of the Most High, but I want you to take consideration when the Most High in the Bible said to get out of the cities. I understand if it's not possible, if you're in the city right now, but if you can make some arrangements or have a plan of exit. If you remember when you were in school, now I'm old school, so they might not do this anymore. They might have stopped a long time ago, but we had drills. I can recall coming up, seeing drills that my mom and them had to go through about nuclear war, where they told the kids to get under a school desk, okay? Like the nuclear bomb is not going to reach them under a school desk. But I remember seeing, PSAs like that. This is brand spanking new in the year of 2022. Just for you, out of New York City, they have issued a PSA for a nuclear attack 5 to 6 hours ago. Okay, you can go online, you can go on YouTube and type in New York City issues PSA for nuclear attack. However you word it, it should pop it up. Okay, pay attention. This is not the time to be asleep. This is not the time to be asleep. If you're in New York City, matter of fact, if you're in any major metropolis area, you should already have 2 to 3 exit routes. 2 to 3, however many you can have as possible to exit these concrete jungles, because that's what they are. You should already know that with the food trucks, what is it called? Supply chain being interrupted. You should know that tragedy and great sorrows are to come. I am not trying to fearmonger. I'm just trying to get you prepared. They don't do this just because. They didn't issue an alert about the I got one of my videos taken down because I told you about CDC and the who walks like this. When I told you about that alert on the CDC website, my video got hit. Okay, so I'm not even going to say that word, but you know, the attack of those sleeping people that like to eat people. Well, the CDC gave you an alert and a guide to that as well. But you have to read in between the lines, my people, my peep. It's not real, you know, Night of the Living Dead. It's what is going to cause them to react to a certain frequency, to a certain way. We already know that the CERN collider, well, one of many of them was activated on the 5th of this month, but I feel that it was activated earlier than the 5th. Take heed, make preparations. And I wanted to bring this to you before I get off of here. I will replay this video, but you also can go online yourself and look it up. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna cue it up. But before I go, I'm gonna pop your, you know, y'all came in saying hello, shalom. How are you doing? Get y'all on here. And I love when my peeps, Tanya comes and visits us from the land down under. Love it, love it, love it. We might have to, you know, head down to the land down under. We got to have connections, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, let me take you guys off the tripod really quick. Just be prepared. We know that there are solar flares actually happening right now, and they might try to scare the people, rile the people up. When people are unprepared, that's when people get hurt. You understand? When people have not thought about, and see, I've always been on the alert going anywhere, out the house, in a store, but when people are just, their heads are in the clouds, that is when they get hurt. There have been people that go into clubs. I remember going into the club when I used to go out when I was a young little hottie. I used to go out too, okay? And but I look for the exit doors. I need to know how many exit doors there were because I was a different type of person. I remember watching a documentary of a club in New York City that burned down. I cannot recall the name of the club, but that's where your fire codes actually came into play because this club had one way in and one way out. The club caught on fire and burnt the majority of the people up in the club. So after watching that documentary, when I would go out, I would always need to know how many exits were in the building and how do I get out. I do that sometimes in stores. I know I did that when I got sick and went to the hospital. I need to know how to exit the facility. And you should know how to have different exit routes, getting out of those cities, getting out of those concrete jungles, making connections now. Even if it's one of your gang stalking family members, make a connection, get to Alabama, because you know a lot of Black folks came from the South that went all dispersed all up and through the cities. So you might need to, you know, contact your Southern cousin. You know what I'm saying? You might need to contact your Southern grandma or somebody, okay? But be wise as a serpent and gentle as a dove out here in these streets, okay? So I'm gonna let you guys see this video about being ready for a nuclear attack. 5 hours ago, guys, 5 to 6, it was issued. I'm gonna take you off the tripod so that you can see. And what are you saying down here before I go? Oh, it's not good there down under. Well, you know, it's not good nowhere. Well, we, you know, long as we, you know, try to connect, we'll find somewhere, somebody. You might see me walking down the highway, you know, with my duffel bag and remember my face and be like, oh, that's Nikki. Yeah, come on, we over here. And I might remember you all if you're not perps, but I'll be ready for you if you are. Okay, so I'm gonna turn you guys around really quick. So hold tight. You know, I gotta turn you around. I gotta get back in the studio, guys, because this is just too much. Oh, hold on. I don't want to post nothing. Hold on. Settings, camera. All right, here we go. I'm going to get out the way. This is the PSA that was issued about let me get it all the way to the top, about 5 to 6 hours ago. Come on, from New York City. Here we go. Let me get out there.
So there's been a nuclear attack. Don't ask me how or why, just know that the big one has hit, okay? So what do? There are 3 important steps that I want you to remember. Step 1, get inside fast. You, your friends, your family, get inside. And no, staying in the car is not an option. You need to get into a building and move away from the windows. Step 2, stay inside. Shut all doors and windows. Have a basement? Head there. If you don't have one, get as far into the middle of the building as possible. If you were outside after the blast, get clean immediately. Remove and bag all outer clothing to keep radioactive dust or ash away from your body. Step 3, stay tuned. Follow media for more information. Don't forget to sign up for Notify NYC for official alerts and updates. And don't go outside until officials say it's safe. All right? You've got this.
Here's the official website. I can try to screenshot it if you'd like. So, let me shut that down. And flip you guys back around.
Introducing Field and Future by HEB.
Hold on, y'all just hold tight for a minute. I'm gonna get back in the studio when I get some Wi-Fi.
That's Field and Future, only at HEB. One more reason.
If I do, because it's not time to have frivolous stuff. I ain't got time. It's just me, baby. Okay? It's just me, baby. So let's get into it. I hope that was informative as I put you guys back on the tripod. I hope that information was informative to you guys. My song that I played coming into this was Nowhere to Run To. So I'm going to have a dance break. I want you guys to not be afraid, but be prepared, okay? Dance break. Y'all know this is my personality. I love to have fun. I love to keep you guys smiling and keep you informed, okay? And much, much love.